Once upon a time, in a mystical forest nestled between towering mountains and lush greenery, lived a young boy named Jack. Jack was a curious and mischievous boy who loved to explore the forest and all its wonders. One day, during one of his adventures, Jack encountered a beautiful baby bear playing in the meadow with her mother. The sight filled Jack with excitement, and without much thought, he grabbed a nearby stick and threw it towards the baby bear. Before he could realize what he had done, the stick hit the baby bear, leaving her injured and crying out in pain. Her mother, the majestic and fierce bear, let out a roar that echoed through the forest, filled with a mix of anger and heartbreak. She rushed to her baby's side, cradling her in her arms and comforting her. Witnessing the pain and sorrow he had caused, Jack felt a pang of guilt and remorse. He knew that what he did was wrong, and he wished he could take it back, but it was too late. The baby bear was injured, and the mother bear was devastated by the loss of her baby. As the days passed, Jack noticed a change within himself. He began to feel strange, as if a heavy weight was settling over him. He felt the sorrow of the bears and the pain that he had caused. Little did he know that the mother bear had placed a curse on him for his thoughtless actions. The curse would allow Jack to experience the pain and suffering he had inflicted on the bears, making him understand the consequences of his actions. One moonlit night, as Jack lay in his bed, he felt a sudden surge of energy and transformation. In a flash, he was no longer a boy, but a bear cub. He looked at himself in shock and disbelief, unsure of how this had happened. As he wandered through the forest in his new form, he realized that he was experiencing life as the baby bear he had hurt. He felt her pain, her fear, and her longing for her mother. Through this transformation, Jack began to understand the deep connection between all living beings and the impact of his actions. He desperately wished to make amends and seek forgiveness. As he roamed the forest in his bear form, he encountered the wise old owl who had lived in the forest for many years. The owl, with his keen insight and wisdom, explained to Jack the reason for his transformation and the lesson he needed to learn. The curse placed upon him was a reflection of the pain and suffering he had caused. To break the curse, Jack needed to find a way to mend the broken bond between himself and the bears and learn from his mistakes. Determined to make amends, Jack set out on a journey to seek forgiveness from the mother bear. Along the way, he encountered various challenges and obstacles, but he pressed on with unwavering determination. He faced his fears and overcame his doubts, knowing that this was his chance to make things right. Finally, after days of searching, Jack found the mother bear deep within the heart of the forest. She was still grieving for her lost cub, her eyes filled with sadness and anger. Jack approached her slowly, his heart heavy with remorse and regret. He spoke to her with humility and sincerity, expressing his deep regret for what he had done and his genuine desire to make amends. At first, the mother bear was hesitant, unsure of Jack's intentions. But as she looked into his eyes, she saw the sincerity and remorse in his heart. She sensed that he had indeed learned from his mistakes and was truly repentant. With a heavy heart, she forgave him, lifting the curse and allowing him to return to his human form. Grateful and humbled by the forgiveness he had received, Jack promised to be a better steward of the forest and all its inhabitants. He vowed to protect and cherish the natural world, to never again take its beauty and majesty for granted. With the curse lifted and a newfound sense of purpose, Jack returned to his human form, forever changed by his transformative journey. From that day on, Jack became a guardian of the forest, advocating for the protection of all its creatures and their habitats. He learned the valuable lesson that every action has consequences, and that we must always be mindful of the impact our choices have on the world around us. The once mischievous and thoughtless boy had grown into a compassionate and responsible guardian, dedicated to preserving the harmony and balance of the forest. And so, the legend of Jack and the Bears lived on in the hearts of all who heard it, a timeless tale of redemption, forgiveness, and the power of empathy. The moral of the story serves as a reminder that we are all connected, and the choices we make can have a profound impact on the world and its inhabitants. It teaches us to approach life with kindness and compassion, to take responsibility for our actions, and to strive to make amends when we have caused harm. Through the transformation and growth of Jack, we are reminded that it is never too late to seek forgiveness and make a positive difference in the world.